for the next half an hour, we actually have a game show that's been planned by another founding director of Sustainability Mafia, Mr. Ganesh Shankar, and his team of volunteers, and chosen 5 students who actually applied to be part of this game. I think they had like some 40, 45 applicants for this game. So they're going to have 5 participants who are all vying for the ultimate title of Climate General. So over to you, Ganesh.
Thanks, Anirudh. Okay, guys, I'm sure you guys are having a ball of a time learning about climate change. And with me, I have Mahalakshmi, Shantanu, Sylvia, Shiladitya, who are all university students helping me out with this climate quiz, right? And we have some of the amazing people got from out of hundreds of applications, 45 applications, top 5 applicants from across the country. So let's start the climate quiz now. Finally, we get the sound. Okay, so as I said, we are having 5 applicants. Let me start with Arjun from Nete Meenakshi Institute of Technology.
Hello everyone, I'm Arjun from NMIT Bengaluru. I'm just a teen trying to go green by refusing polythene, preferring a cycle over a polluting machine, thereby saving fuel umpty and keeping the environment clean.
Okay, next we have Atulya from IISER Bhopal.
Hi, myself Atulya T. Gopi. I hail from Kerala. I'm currently pursuing my second year BSMS dual degree from IISER Bhopal. I'm so glad that I got this opportunity. Thank you.
Next we have Manjari from IIT Madras.
Hi guys, this is Manjari from IIT Madras pursuing energy systems, and I'm interested in cleaner fuel technologies. I believe that both research and awareness are needed to combat and mitigate climate change.
Okay, next we have Rajashri from St. Joseph College of St. Joseph.
Hello everyone, my name is Rajashri and I'm from Bangalore. I love reading books and dancing. I would like to say that saving climate today will help us save nature and in turn save us.
Great. Last but not the least, we have Sumanta from Bangalore Institute of Technology.
Hello, I'm Sumant from Bangalore Institute of Technology. For perfect climate throughout the year, baby steps like electric vehicle usage and rainwater harvesting will help a lot. That's my take on it.
Great. Now that we have all the contestants, I hand over the podium to Sylvia to start the first round.
Before we begin with our actual quiz, I'd like to address all our contestants as well as our audience about the rules of the very first round of our climate quiz, which is the trivia round. Questions must be answered and cannot be passed. Only 45 seconds are given to answer each question after the options are revealed. 5 points will be awarded for each correct answer and 2 points will be deducted for each wrong answer. The audience will get a chance to answer each question through a round of polls. So brace yourselves because we're going to begin our trivia round now. So Arjun, your very first question is on the screen. What is the full form of IPCC? And your options are A. Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, B. Indian Panel on Climate Change, or is it C. International Panel on Climate Change, or is it D. Intercontinental Panel on Climate Change? You have another 28 seconds to go.
Yes, my answer is option A, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, and I am 200% sure of it.
Would you want me to lock it and finally take that as your final answer? Great.
Yes.
So A, we are locking A as your answer. Audience, what do you really think about it? Did Arjun give us the right answer? You can submit your answers on the poll that has popped up on your screen. We will be closing down the poll very shortly, so please do send in your answers. And we we are closing the poll. And the audience chose the option A, Arjun. Congratulations. You and the audience, both of you got the answer right. So A is the right answer. You get 5 points for this. So the right answer is A, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. The IPCC is an organization that is dedicated solely to provide the world with scientific effects of human-induced climate change and possible response options. Okay, now moving on with Atulya. Do we have Atulya here?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so let's find out how you perform in this round. Your question for the trivia round is on the screen already. Phytoplankton in the oceans are responsible for producing an estimated % of the world's oxygen. And your options are A, 10 to 30%, or is it B, 20 to 40%, C, 30 to 50%, or is it D, 50 to 80%? You have another 32 seconds.
It's D, 50 to 80%.
Are you sure? Would you like me to lock that as your final answer?
Yes.
So D it is. D, 50 to 80%. And audience, let's see what you have to say about this. You can submit your answers on the poll that has popped up on your screens now. We will be closing down the poll in another 8 seconds, so please do send in your answers. And 3, 2, 1, and we're closing it. And the result is the audience has also chosen the right option, which is D, 50 to 80%. Yes, Atulya, congratulations, you got it right. Like all plants, phytoplanktons also photosynthesize and thus produce large amounts of oxygen as a byproduct. They are responsible for producing an estimated amount of 80% of world's oxygen. Manjari, it's your turn to steal the spotlight now. Can we please have you? Yes. And your question is on the screen now. Which of the following greenhouse gases is the most potent? By which I mean the most harmful gas. And your options are A, carbon dioxide, or is it B, methane, or C, trichlorofluoromethane, or is it D, nitrous oxide? You have another 33 seconds to go. Do you have an answer in mind?
I think it's option B, methane. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Would you
like me to?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? You have another 20 seconds to go.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we have your final answer, which is B, methane. And methane is chemically known as CH4. And please, audience, you can submit your answers on the poll that has popped up on your screen. We will be closing down the poll in a really short while, in another 7 seconds. So please do submit your answers. We'd really like to know if Manjari's got it right. And we're closing it down. Yes, Manjari, congratulations. You got the right answer along with our audience. I am so glad to see that the audience is so aware about the climate change. Methane is the right answer. Although we know that carbon dioxide is typically considered to be the worst greenhouse gas, methane is roughly 30 times more potent than carbon dioxide, that is CO2, as a heat-trapping gas. Rajashri, can we have you up now?
Yes.
Your question for the trivia round is on the screen. Which was the first country in the world to produce a national action plan on cooling? Have you read the question? And we will have your options right now. Is it A, Nepal, or is it B, Switzerland, or is it C, India, or is it D, Denmark? You have another 34 seconds to go. You have any answer in mind?
I'll go with Switzerland. I'm not sure.
You still have 20 seconds to go, 25 seconds to go. Are you really sure you want want me to lock Switzerland B?
Yes.
Okay, so we are taking your answer, and your answer is locked, which is B, Switzerland. Audience, what do you think about this? As Rajashri said, she wasn't really sure about it. So we'd like to know what our audience feels. And we will be closing down the poll in another 3, 2, 1. We're closing it down. Yeah, this is really unfortunate, but Rajashri, our audience as well as you have given us the wrong answer. It's the right answer is India, the country that we're currently living in. India is our right answer. So we will have to deduct your marks and give you a -2. So the right answer is option C, India. India is the first country in the entire world to develop a comprehensive cooling action plan, which lists out actions which can help to reduce cooling in demand. Sumant, we will have you on the floor now. Your first question for this entire trivia round is on the screen. Standby power refers to the way electric power is consumed by electronic and electrical appliances while they're switched off or in standby mode. What is the synonym of standby power? And your options are A, sleeping power, or is it B, reverse recovery power, C, reactive power, or is it the option D, vampire power? You have another 33 seconds to go. Sumanta, do you have any answer in mind that you would like me to lock?
I'll go with option A, sleeping power.
Are you sure? You have another 20 seconds to go. Are you sure about it? Would you want me to lock your answer?
Yeah, lock it.
A, sleeping power it is? Okay. You still have another 10 seconds to go. Sleeping power? Yes?
Yeah, lock it.
Okay, we have an answer. That is A, sleeping power. Let's see what our audience thinks. Audience, what do you think? Did Sumanta really give us the right answer? Sleeping power, and the poll is on. We will be closing down the poll in another 3, 2, 1, and we're closing it down. Yes, let us see. Sleeping power. The audience has also said sleeping power, Sumanta, but I'd like to say that the audience chose the option A just like you did, but it's rather unfortunate to know that both the audience and you gave us the wrong answer. The audience, I hope the audience feels enlightened after knowing the answer, which is D, vampire power. Standby power is also called vampire power because of its nature of sucking power out of a device even while being inactive. So you get a -2 for this. Yes, now we are done with the first round of trivia questions. We will have another round of trivia questions. So to only let our audience understand how well aware our contestants are about the climate crisis, which is a prevailing issue that our mafiosos are brainstorming on in order to mitigate the detrimental effects on the planet. Arjun, your second question for the trivia round is on the screen now. In which of the following areas of energy services has the world made the least progress in terms of enhancing access? The least, I must say, please read the question, it is the least progress. And your options are, is it A, electricity? Is it B, modern ground transportation, motorized? C, clean cooking fuels? Or is it D, television? You have another 33 seconds to go. Do you want me to repeat the options? The options are A, electricity, B, modern ground transportation, C, clean cooking fuels, or is it D, television?
I would go with option A.
A, electricity, 13 seconds, 12. Are you sure? Do you want me to lock it? Is A, electricity?
Yeah.
Okay, 5 more seconds to go. So A, I'm locking A as your answer. Audience, let's see what our audience thinks. And the poll is popped up on your screen. And we have another 8 seconds to go. So please do send in your answers. Yes, and we've closed the poll. The audience is absolutely right. It's C, clean Arjun, I am so sorry to say that it's not A, electricity. And I hope you redeem your points, but we will have to deduct 2 points from your scoreboard, which is -2. Clean cooking fuels, 3 billion, that is 40% of the world does not have access to clean fuels for cooking. This becomes a high health cost for indoor air pollution. I hope the audience got it right. Arjun, I'm really sorry about it. Atulya, let's see how you perform in this round. Your second question for this round is on the screen. Which country is the world leader in renewable energy generation per person? Mind you, it's per person. And our options are A, Kenya, B, Iceland, C, Norway, or D, China. You have another 36 seconds to go. What do you think? What do you think is the right answer? Which answer would you want me to finalize and lock it? It's A, Kenya, B, Iceland, C, Norway, or is it D, China? 20 seconds to go.
I would like to go with option C, Norway.
Are you sure? Another 13, 12
I'm not very
seconds to go?
sure, but it's a wild guess.
Anything? Would you want me to lock it?
Yes.
Are you sure about it?
Yes.
Okay. C, Norway has been locked. Audience, is Atulya really right? You can submit your answers on the poll that has popped up on your screen. And we will be closing down a poll in another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're closing the poll. Iceland, yes, our audience is absolutely right. It's B, Iceland. Atulya, yes, you said that you were very unsure about it and you have gotten it wrong. I'm really sorry. I hope you redeem in the next few rounds that we've got for you, but it's B. So we will be giving you a -2 now. Iceland produces more electricity per person than any other country on the earth. Iceland's current power generation totals approximately to 19 terawatt-hour annually. All right, so Manjari, can we have you on the floor now? And your question for the round of trivia questions is on the screen. What is the single biggest personal choice to reduce our carbon footprint? Personal choice to reduce our carbon footprint. And your options are A, having one less child, B, live car-free, or is it C, cut down air travel, or D, going vegan?
Going vegan.
30 seconds left. Are you sure? Do you want to think about it? Because you have another 27 seconds to go. What do you think? Do you have any answer in mind? Going vegan and anything else that you're baffled about?
Both options A and C, but yeah, going vegan.
Going vegan, do you still want me to lock that answer?
Yep.
Okay, B, going vegan has been locked. Audience, did Manjari really give us the right answer? Please do submit your answers on the poll that has popped up on your screen. And we will be closing down the poll in another 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're closing it down. Going vegan. Our audience also thinks going vegan is the right answer. But let me tell you that it's not the right answer. It's A, having one less child. As we know that one fewer child can reduce the person's emission by 58.6 tons of CO2 equivalent each year. Getting rid of a car saves only 2.4 tons and cutting down air travel saves only 1.6, and becoming vegan is the least, which is 0.8 tons a year. I am sorry to say, but we will be deducting 2 points from your scoreboard now. Rajashri, you're up now. And your second question for the entire trivia round is on the screen. Which of these has the greatest effect on the global sea level? The global sea level. And your options are A, melting ice, sea ice? Or is it B, changes in the amount of water stored on land? C, melting land ice? Or is it D, all of the above? You have another 32 seconds to go. Do you have any answer in mind? Rajashi, anything that you're baffled about? Which one would you want to choose?
I'll go with D, all of the above.
You have another 15 seconds. Do you want me to lock it? Is it D? Are you sure? Or you want me to review? You want to review your answer? You have another 9 seconds to go.
I'll lock it.
D. Okay, we're taking D as the final option. And you can submit, audience, let's see what you think about this. You can submit your answers on the poll that has popped up on your screen now. And we will be closing down the poll in another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. We have closed down the poll. It's even the audience thinks it's D. Really? But let me tell you, it's not D, Rajashri. I'm so sorry to say. It's C. It's the melting of land ice. It's only land ice. I hope our audience is enlightened with this mind-boggling fact, and it's only melting of land ice. I'm sorry to say, but we will be giving you a -2. The sea level rise is primarily caused by only 2 factors, which are related to global warming. That is added water from the ice sheets and glaciers, as well as from the expansion of seawater as it warms. Sumanta, can we have you up now? And your final question for this trivia round is on the screen. What are tides really caused by? Interesting. And your options for this question are A, the wind, or is it B, the moon's gravitational pull, C, earthquakes, or is it D, the gravitational pull of both the moon and the sun? You have another 30 seconds to go. Yes? Do you have an answer?
Yeah, I'm going with the option B, moon's gravitational pull.
Are you sure? You have another 21 seconds to go. 20. Are you sure with option D?
B, option B, B for ball.
B. Okay, right. Option B. Are you sure with option B?
Yeah.
Is it only moon? Are you sure about it? Because we will be taking that as the final option.
Yeah, it's based on a myth, but I'm ready to take the risk.
And we've locked B as your option. And let's see if Sumanta's really right. Audience, what do you think? You can please submit your answers on the poll that has popped up on your screen. And we will be closing down the poll in another 3, 2, 1, and we are closing down the poll. I am really sorry to say, but the audience and you, both of them are wrong about this. As you said, it's a myth, but it's not the right answer. It's based on the gravitational pull of both the moon as well as the sun. So option D is the right answer. You will be getting a -2 for this. And as I mentioned, that the correct answer is the gravitational pull of both the moon and the sun. Both the moon and the sun influence the tide rise and the fall, which is caused by the gravitational attraction between the ocean and the moon, as well as the ocean and the sun. And we're through with our trivia round. I'd now like to hand over the podium to Shiladitya to go about with the final round of the climate quiz. Over to you, Shiladitya.
So for the next round of a climate quiz, we have Pick the Link. In this round, you will be provided with a sequence of 4 pictures on the screen. What you have to do is identify the link between these 4 pictures. Remember, the pictures could be hinting to anything ranging from a climate-related event, a person, a climate-related phenomena, or a climate-related study. So, before we begin our next round, I'd like to give the contestants as well as our audience a glimpse of the set of rules for this round. The question can be answered only by the contestant who calls out the name first. Yes, if you know the answer, you will have to call out your name before proceeding with the answer. If the contestants fail to answer, the question will be passed to the audience and the audience can type their answers into the chat box. 60 seconds will be given to answer each question after the images are revealed. A whopping 10 points will be awarded for each correct answer and 5 points for a partial answer. And we will have no negative marking for this round. So good news, warriors. Yes, you heard it right. No negative marking for this round. So brace yourself, because this roller coaster is only going uphill now. Climate warriors, are you ready to pick the link? Let's go. The first question is up on your screens now. 60 seconds. The first picture is someone taking a video. The second picture looks like Leonardo DiCaprio in a National Geographic template. The last picture is a city underwater. What could it be? 4 pictures on the screen, 5 participants, 1 right answer. Who gets it? Let's see. 25 seconds. Any guesses out here? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Manjari here.
Yes, Manjari, please go ahead.
Something about the flood.
All right, the flood. The flood. I will give you 5 points for that. Can you complete it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it.
All right. Manjari, the time is up. Yes.
Can I get a shot at it?
I won't be rewarding you points, but yes, sure. Go ahead, Arjun.
I think this might be the Sudan flood crisis because of the. I think that is the answer.
Sudan flood crisis is what Arjun says. Well, let me tell you, you both are right with the flood, but the right answer is before the flood. Manjari, you get plus 5 points for getting the partial answer. So Before the Flood is a documentary by the National Geographic Channel which shows Leonardo DiCaprio's 3-year journey exploring the subject of climate change around the world. In fact, it is one of the most prominent documentaries regarding climate change out there. Manjari, you are leading with 8 points. Let's go to the next question, and it is up on your screens right now. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's see who gets it right. Come on, guys. Let's put on your thinking caps.
Is it the zero?
The zero. All right, Arjun, I will give you 5 points for it, but if you can complete it, all 10 points are yours. The first word is not the. Can you please go over it again? And our rest of the 4 participants are also free to answer for 5 points right now. Let's see who gets it right.
Day zero.
Day zero is what Arjun says. What made you think that, Arjun? Can we know?
Yeah, actually, recently, I think in about May or June, there was a article I read about day zero in Cape Town, wherein every day, they are facing severe water shortage. So day zero is when the amount of water will be completely zero. So they are preparing for that. That was what I remember reading.
Arjun, let me tell you, you got the absolutely right answer. It is day zero, and 10 points to you for the full answer. So Cape Town is on the verge of becoming the first ever city to run out of water. Day zero is termed as the day where every tap in the city would turn dry and there will be no more water. Arjun, you have literally hit the nail on the head right there. Day zero is what we are looking for. And that puts Arjun with 13 points on to the lead. Guys, this quiz is on fire. Let's move on to the next question, please.
Australian bushfires. Australian
bushfires. I would request all our participants to tell their names first, and then
Arjun.
I would. Okay, Arjun, Australian bushfires is what you told. I will give you plus 5 for that, but please see there is a third word. We are looking for the third word. The rest of the 4 participants, if you know the third word, please tell your name and you can go ahead. Arjun, You're still on hold. You can still give the answer. Come on, Atulya. Come on, Rajeshri.
Bushfire crisis.
Bushfire crisis is the wrong answer. Arjun, I'm very sorry to say I will only be giving you
Sumanta?
5 points. Yes, Sumanta, please go ahead.
I can answer, right?
Yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead. 9 seconds. Come on.
Australian bushfire spread.
Spread is what Sumanta says. Spread, unfortunately, is not the answer that we were looking for. All right, Arjun, the actual answer is Australian bushfire season. Season is what we were looking for. Yes, Arjun.
Season was my second choice. So crisis, I went ahead with crisis.
You should have gone with your instinct.
Season was actually my first instinct. Okay.
All right, Arjun. No, we still will be giving you 5 points. With that, yes, we know that. We will be giving you 5 points, and Arjun is still leading the way with 18 points. So the 2019 and 2020 Australian bushfire season, which was also colloquially known as the Black Summer, was a period of unusually intense fires in many parts of Australia. And this was one of the biggest highlight events regarding climate change in the onset of the year 2020. Yes, Australian bushfire season was the right answer. And let us look at the scoreboard right now. Arjun leading the way with 18 points, with Manjari with 8 points, Atulya with 3 points, and Rajeshri and Sumanta with a tie with -4. Guys, we have 4 more questions. Rajeshri, Sumanta, let's buckle up and let's get these answers right. Let's have the next question on the screen, please. 60 seconds on the clock, 5 participants. Let's see who gets it right.
So this is a single word, is it?
The names, please. The names, please.
No, I'm just asking a question. Is this a single word?
Yes, this is a single word. Please look at the dashes given below. I request everyone to tell in their names before telling out the answer. Please, let's maintain the sanctity of the quiz. Please. 30 seconds, guys.
Arjun?
Something related to meteorites.
Okay, wait, Arjun called his name out first. Yes, please, Arjun, tell me. What do you think it is? 18 seconds.
I think this is regarding the meteor shower that is meteor shower that will.
Meteor is what you're going to say. Atulya, what do you think it is? Fast.
Yeah, I was about to tell that.
Yes, you told meteor. All right. That's the end of 60 seconds. Now, meteor is a part of the word, and I would like to give Atulya as well as Arjun 5 points for this. Meteor is a part of the answer. All right. So let's put it to participants. It's none of our participants. Let's put it to the audience. Since none of our contestants could get the right answer. So participants, could you give out your guesses into the chat box right now? The next 10 seconds is all yours. Could we get some answers, please?
Can I take another shot?
Guesses? Sure, Arjun. Sure, go ahead.
Is this meteorological regarding the measurement of weather?
You are close. Doesn't look like our audience is aware and has any guesses with them. So let's have the great reveal. What is the answer? Hydrometeorology is what we were looking for. Arjun, doesn't matter. Atulya, doesn't matter. You are still being given 5 points each for saying meteor as a partial answer. 5 points for Atulya, 5 points for Arjun, and that puts Atulya and Manjari in a tie for a runner-up. So hydrometeorology is a branch of meteorology and hydrology that studies the transfer of water energy between the land surface and the lower atmosphere. Arjun looks like he's all set to win the title of the Climate General. Let's see if anyone can give him a tight competition. Let's go to the next question, please. 4 pictures.
Arjun.
Please. Okay, I heard Arjun's name first. Arjun, please go ahead with your answer. Only one guess. Come on.
I think this is Earth Day.
Earth Day is what Arjun said Earth Day. All right. Is that the right answer?
Rajeshri?
Yes, Arjun. Yes, Arjun. Yes, Rajashri.
It's Earth Day.
It's Earth Day. All right. So our answer actually is Earth Day. Now, even very sorry, Rajashri. Manjari, are you having any issues? We haven't got any answer for you for the last couple of minutes. I think Manjari is all. We can't hear you, Manjari. We can't hear you at all, Manjari. Are you having any technical issues from your end?
Okay, voice is not visible.
I think Manjari is having issues with her mic. We can't hear you, Manjari. I'm very sorry.
Okay, next time you guys even can raise hand. We'll be looking at you.
All right. So let's move on and let's hope Manjari raises her hand for the next answer. Yes, the correct answer was Earth Day, and Arjun has been given 10 points, and that puts Arjun to a massive lead of 33 points. Okay, here's a request from the next question onwards, guys. Please raise your hands as well as tell your answer. All right, let's move on to our next question, which is also the final question of the round. 4 pictures on the screen, 50 seconds on the clock. Yes, Manjari, yes, Manjari. Can you type in your answer on the chat? Manjari, are you typing it on the chat? Rainforest destruction. No, Manjari, I'm sorry to say rainforest destruction isn't the link of these pictures. Any more guesses from our
Arjun?
5 participants? I think Atulya went first. Atulya, do you want to tell something?
I think the second word is deforestation.
Atulya says yes, that's a partial answer. I'll give you 5. Arjun, please go ahead. What is your guess?
Brazilian deforestation.
Brazilian deforestation, and that is the end of our 60 seconds. Atulya, yes, the second word is deforestation, and it is related to Brazil, but fishbone is what we were actually looking for. So, Atulya, we will be giving you 10 points, and that puts Atulya, 5 points, and that puts Atulya into 13 points. And Arjun, you have 33 points. So a satellite image shows that the deforestation that has taken place in the eastern part of Brazil. The picture illustrates the fishbone pattern that comes as a result of developing new roads. Now, how interesting is that? So, with that, folks, we have come to the end of our climate quiz. And the final scoreboard, we have Sumanta with -4 points, Rajashri with -4 points as well, Manjari with 8 points, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner, a clean sweep by Arjun from Nitte Meenakshi Institute of Technology with a whopping 33 points, and Atulya as a runner-up with 13 points. What a show, what a victory, what a day it has been. Ladies and gentlemen, Arjun from Nitte Meenakshi Institute of Technology, Bangalore, wins the title of the Climate General of the Day.
Wow. Oh, seriously, I was literally it was a kind of great show, guys. I mean, thank you so much, Sylvia and Shiladitya, for making this happen. I mean, thank you so much. This guys, I mean, Arjun, congratulations for winning this. But to me, all of your winners, because out of so many applications, you're the 5 people, and we would definitely be sharing your profile with all the mafiosos, and definitely Arjun, you would be getting an internship in the Sustainability Mafia or the member companies. I should definitely thank the whole group for helping us out. Shantanu, next slide. So thank you so much. We are building a young sustainability warriors, and this was one step in that direction. Please reach out to me if anybody wants to build a bigger warrior group against climate change. Thank you so much. Once again, over to you, Anirudh.
Wow, this climate quiz was on fire. It was so exciting. And Shantanu and Sylvia, you guys should be professional game show hosts. I got multiple texts from I don't know how many people saying, are these guys like running an IPL? Are they running a KBC? It's amazing. Your enthusiasm, your energy was just on point. Thank you so much.